A bathroom bill, ivermectin, the COVID vaccine. Today, the South Carolina State House discussed laws about all of these and more.
Our Peyton Furtado is in the newsroom this afternoon. And Peyton, these impact our health. They impact public schools. What all do we need to know about what's being discussed?
Yeah, Sydney, Mark, really the big things. All of these bills would impact so many people within South Carolina, from students to folks who are having a lot of health problems maybe in their later years. This could impact just about everybody. We're specifically tracking 5 bills at the State House today that have caused a lot of conversation. One of the big bills on the agenda today, a South Carolina bathroom bill impacting who can use which restroom in public schools and public school facilities like college sports arenas. Some people brought up concerns that this could introduce problems like lawsuits.
This law is creating more problems than it seeks to fix because we can only mention one instance apparently in the history of this state. We can only articulate one instance that allegedly happened in York County. And we are taking a sledgehammer to an ant.
States like Florida and Georgia already have this going on. They already do this in their colleges and universities, and there hasn't been a huge influx of cases, I believe, legal cases. We specifically left out damages. This is not somewhere where trial lawyers are going to make a lot of money by suing our universities and colleges.
That bill passed and moves to the House floor now. Another bill solidifying parents' rights to their children's educational and medical records, repealing a minor's ability to seek non-emergency health services without a parent's consent. Some argued that parents are responsible for their children's health.
Children lack the capacity and maturity to make decisions that can have a significant impact on their lives. Moms and dads who know their child's medical history and can best weigh the pros and cons of different medical treatments are best positioned to make those decisions.
Others argued this could negatively impact LGBTQ+ teens and teens who experience sexual violence, keeping them from seeking physical or mental health resources.
Parents and legal guardians are not always safe adults. And because of this, many teenagers are reluctant or unable to seek out care when they experience interpersonal or sexual violence.
It passed in the subcommittee and moves on to the committee next. One bill that didn't see much controversy, prohibiting non-compete clauses for doctors. Non-compete clauses force doctors to leave a region they were treating patients in if they leave a practice there.
Anything that will lead to physicians leaving particularly rural and underserved communities when they don't want to is something that's not good for South Carolina, for access to care, for our patients, for health outcomes.
Everyone in subcommittee voted in favor of that bill. It moves on to committee now. A couple of other things that actually just wrapped up their debates. mRNA, you might know that term because it was used in the COVID-19 vaccines. That bill was dealing in mRNA and specifically keeping it from being used in vaccines in South Carolina. That went to debate. That debate has been adjourned. No decision has been made within that subcommittee just yet. We can also talk about ivermectin. We're going to get a little more in the weeds with ivermectin at 6 o'clock, but for now, just know there was some debate about that today. That debate has been adjourned, and we're going to learn more about that in the next hour. For now, live in the newsroom, Peyton Furtado, WYFF News 4.